Casey Costello.
Madam Speaker, I am absolutely thrilled to be able to take a call in this important debate as a New Zealand First member and on behalf of my party, who has an unrivalled record of delivering a better quality of life for older New Zealanders. We have introduced and will continue to introduce the practical solutions that ensure that our older New Zealanders live a great life as they age, and that they continue to ensure that New Zealand is a wonderful place to grow old in. First and foremost, protecting the age of superannuation is a bottom line position for New Zealand First and part of our coalition agreement. We are increasingly put under pressure to raise the age of superannuation entitlement. But the reality is, Madam Speaker, is that we spend approximately 5% of our GDP on superannuation, and that is considerably less than the OECD average of 8%. That sum ensures that every single New Zealander is guaranteed a minimum income in their age. And that is a simple, relatively straightforward system that is internationally revered as a good solution for the system that we have in New Zealand. And of course, that is a blunt measure of the GDP percentage and quota, because it doesn't actually reflect that what that number does in terms of the contribution that our older New Zealanders make to our society as a whole. We have to acknowledge that many over 65s continue in employment because they choose to, not because they have to. They own businesses, they drive our sports clubs, they deliver voluntary services, they support our working parents looking after their grandchildren, they mentor, they coach, they inspire, they create. That is what our over 65s deliver for New Zealand. They are not a problem we need to solve. They are an opportunity for us to be a better country. But it is not just superannuation that New Zealand First has delivered on. As part of this government, we have increased the rates rebate scheme for all super gold card holders. Again, a token towards this cost of living pressures. The Select Committee inquiry, which has been a really important process to really delve into our system and what it needs. We have expanded housing opportunities to give better solutions, not just anecdotes and narratives, but actually something practical around the 70 square metre subsidiary dwellings to support multi-generational living, to support the utopia that the Green Party was talking about, that I'm not quite sure how we're going to pay for, because no worker is going to be able to retire with the taxes they're going to have to pay to meet that system. We have launched the Better Later Life Action Plan, and the action plan is important because it delivers all of those supporting functions that allows New Zealanders to live well. It is about connecting societies better. It is about legal protections. It is about housing solutions. It is about how we ensure that there is a quality of life. And let's not forget what this government has done for law and order. Because if you want to age with quality and dignity in New Zealand, you need to feel safe and secure. And I know only too well that when you're an older person as a victim of crime, those impacts are devastating. It isolates you from society. It sometimes even estranges you from your own home. We are going to continue to deliver, Madam Speaker. We have an ageing population, as I said, of about 900,000 over 65s in New Zealand. But the reality is, despite this narrative, over 85% of that 900,000 actually are not dependent on the health system. They are living independently and they are living well. This is the point that we need to make. We are living longer, but we are living well. We have also introduced the Ministerial Advisory Group to ensure that we have a review of the aged care system, not as Labor did, just appoint an aged care commissioner, but actually redesign the system, actually ensure we have a sustainable system in the future. The reality is, Madam Speaker, in this country, we all sit underneath the shade of a tree planted by someone who lived before us, and we owe that dignity. And New Zealand First will ensure that we protect the family so that we can have strong families, so that we can be accountable to our own futures. We can also be accountable to the people we owe our life to. Thank you, Madam Speaker.